I'm meteorologist Tim Schmidt. Today is day 2 of Severe Weather Awareness Week, and today we're going to be focusing on thunderstorm safety and the formation of hail in thunderstorms. Here in Nebraska and in Iowa, this is a very thunderstorm-prone region of the United States. We get all kinds of thunderstorms here around Omaha. So when we do get into these thunderstorms, it's best to just get out of the elements altogether, get yourself inside, stay away from windows, pipes, and corded electronics to reduce your risk of being shocked by the electricity from some of that lightning that sometimes can strike power poles and even some water pipes outside. We do also occasionally see severe thunderstorms here too. The wind, the hail, occasionally tornadoes too. So it's best to just shelter in the interior of a home or an apartment. If you do live in an apartment, stay away from the exteriors or the windows of a wall. Try to find yourself as interior into the building as possible, like in a bathroom, a hall closet, or a stairwell. If you live in a home that has a basement, that's even better of a location to go to. Now, not every thunderstorm is going to be severe, but oftentimes here in Nebraska and in Iowa, we do get severe thunderstorms. The National Weather Service will warn for these storms when they're capable of producing hail in the inch or larger diameter criteria. Sometimes we get hail as large as baseballs or even softballs. They also will warn for damaging winds in excess of 58 miles per hour or stronger. Last summer, we had winds easily around 70 and 80 miles per hour last July quite often. Now, it's not something that they'll warn for, but it's more of a byproduct of a lot of our stronger or even severe thunderstorms. It's frequent lightning, and again, you just want to get out of the elements, get yourself inside to stay away from some of that lightning. Now, here's how some of these thunderstorms not just develop, but also the hail starts to develop too. So a lot of these thunderstorms are going to develop along cold frontal or warm frontal boundaries, or better yet, during some of these warm, soupy, just hot summer days that we typically have here in Omaha. So imagine that you have all of that cumulus cloud field developing outside. Well, if the updrafts or that convection current outside is strong enough, we get some of these cumulonimbus clouds to develop into our thunderstorm cloud. Eventually, enough rain builds up in those clouds that all the rain kind of rushes out of those storms and creates those cool air downdrafts that we can sometimes see as strong as 60 and 70 miles per hour during the summer months. Also included within these thunderstorm clouds are a lot of collisions, raindrops beating up on each other. Same with that too are some hailstones developing if the updrafts are strong enough. All that air rushing up into the top of the cloud pushes all of that rain up into sub-frigid temperatures where those rain droplets can freeze up just within a couple of seconds. This is an on and off going process within the thunderstorm, but if this continues for long enough, those hailstones grow larger and larger, enough to where some of that hail can even fall out onto some property and cause damage. Mark has an explainer on tornadoes for day 3 of Severe Weather Awareness Week. Check for that on your Wednesday.